Okay, I'd like to call this meeting to order for Friday, October 20th, 2017. Would you all please rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. And if we can get roll call.
Yes, Jack McGuffey.
Here.
Nick Morano.
Here.
Nitty Dodson.
Here.
Joel Dunn.
Here.
And Candy Duncan has called in. We have a quorum.
Here.
Okay, thank you. And then we'll go on to agenda item number 2, approval of today's agenda. If I could get a motion on that.
I make a motion to approve the agenda as submitted.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. Do we have any public comment on that item? Hearing none, I'll ask for all those in favor.
Aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. We'll move on to agenda item number 3, public comment. Do we have any public comment today for items that are not on the agenda? And hearing none, we'll move on to agenda item number 4. For possible action, selection of chairpersons and committee members for A, Finance Committee, B, Marketing Committee, C, Maintenance Committee, and D, Special Event, in this case, Polar Express Committee. So with that, I'll open it up for discussion.
I'd like to start the discussion with the fact that we are still short the governor's appointee for the commission, and as such, I would recommend that today we leave a couple of the committees short of one commissioner. I know we're looking at trying to appoint 2 commissioners, with one being a chair for each one of the 4. I would recommend that the 2 that we leave vacant for the addition of the governor's appointee would be the Finance Committee and the Maintenance Committee. Open for conversation before I make a motion for one of the 4 committees.
You need a motion? Okay, I'll make it.
We're just having a discussion. It's just discussion.
Oh, discussion. No, I don't have a problem with holding off on those until we get a governor's.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea.
I understand that should happen before our next meeting, hopefully our next meeting.
Okay.
So with that, I'll open up the first motion, and taking them out of order because I know we're appointing all 4. I'll start with the Maintenance Committee, and based on looking at who we would more than likely end up with in this committee, I think the commissioner that best would serve the commission is going to be City Manager Nick Morano on the Maintenance Committee. And I would authorize, with Nick Morano being the chair of the Maintenance Committee, that he selects his appointees for the rest of the committee as he feels needed any time.
Any other commissioners comment on that?
No, none.
No, I think just as a question, how many members, I mean, to round out these committees, ideally, we're going to want to have a good balance. How many members, I mean, is it going to vary by committee, or are we looking for kind of a target number for what these subcommittees should all look like?
I kind of see that as open to what's needed. Yeah, and really, where's the best place to pull resources from? Let the chair kind of decide that, who he wants to bring in and under that specialty. I know Ken Dorr and Tom Gray and Gabe and whatnot. There's some great resources there. So I'd leave that open myself.
Okay.
So,
Looking for a second. So I guess we have a motion on that. Then we have a second.
I'll second the motion.
Okay, motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay. And with that, I'd like to move to the finance, back up to number A, Finance Committee. With Joel already being appointed our treasurer, I think it only makes sense to have him at least chair that. And then, again, Joel, you probably reach out to Story County and Carson City both and put some folks with the finance background on that committee. But I'd like to make a motion for Joel Dunn as a finance chair.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion, we have a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any
Aye.
public comment?
Oh,
Hearing none?
oh, yeah, we got
yes.
public comment.
Yes, ma'am.
Could I ask a question?
Yeah, if you could come up to the microphone, we'll get your name there. Thank you.
Marcia Burgess. President of Northern.
Press the button.
Want that too. Marcia Burgess, President of Northern Nevada Railway Foundation. I just questioned about your committees. I know that each one of you, the commissioners, will be chair of a committee. Are you going to get other individuals from outside to be on these different committees?
Go ahead.
Yeah, absolutely. Speaking on now just being appointed as the chair for the Finance Committee, my intent now is to reach out to both Story County and Carson City. Carson City has a CFO, and Story County has a comptroller that I think need to definitely start. We have a contract currently with Steele and Associates as the V&T Commission for our audit for 2016, 17, and 18. So we'll start more than likely with those three on the Finance Committee and continue to add as per the advisement of the board today as we need based on the skill set and the needs of the committee.
That's exactly what I wanted to know. Thank you.
You bet.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. I need all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, Joel Dunn. Okay, moving on to B, under Marketing Committee. Open that up for discussion.
On discussion, this is one where I think when we've talked about SB 57 and the benefit of having both the Carson City Culture Tourism Authority and also the Virginia City Visitors Authority coming into the commission, both come with not only a team dedicated to marketing the V&T and their communities, but also dollars behind that marketing effort. So I would think on this one, we would probably want to have a representation from both of those two counties and primarily from the two visitors authorities.
I totally agree, and that's, of course, like you said, was evolved around SB 57. Okay, I'll make, we don't know who those people are, or would that be you and Denny both?
Yeah, I without having the motion, I would recommend that a motion would more than likely have Denny as the chair of that committee and possibly me as just a commissioner representation.
Okay, vice chair, maybe?
Sure.
Okay, I'll make a motion to make Denny Dotson chair of the marketing committee and Joel the vice chair.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any further comment? Hearing none, ask for all those in favor.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Then we'll go finally to 4D, Special Event / Polar Express Committee. Open it up for discussion.
Looking at, this is the one that probably has the most immediate needs. We've been, as a commission, I think pretty inundated with emails, both in dire need and concern of how we progress in a timely manner with the Polar Express. And based on some of the emails coming through and the needs, I think that once again, we have two commissioners that bring a team and a skill set that's needed right away with this. And that would, my recommendation would be both Chair Denny Dotson and City Manager Nick Morano to head up the Polar Express Committee and then leading it into a special event committee. Okay, no conversation, I'll make a motion.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you comfortable with that arrangement, Nick?
I am, especially if Denny's chair.
Denny gets to wear a lot of chair hats here lately, but that's fine, that's fine.
So I'm going to, I'll make a motion that in regard to item 4D, Special Event Polar Express Committee, that we approve Denny Dotson as chair and City Manager Nick Morando as representative commission member, and they appoint committee members as needed to move forward quickly with the Polar Express.
I'll second that motion.
Do we have a motion and a second? Do we have any public comment on that? Hearing none, I'll ask for all those in favor. Aye. Motion carries. Okay, then we'll move on to agenda item number 5. Again, public comment for items that were not on the agenda. Hearing none, then we're adjourned.
Candy still there?